When someone says, don't judge someone just because they sin differently than you, that is not exactly true. 1 Corinthians 5:12 says, what business is it of mine to judge those outside the church? Are you not to judge those inside? There are two different words for judgment in the Bible. One means to condemn or to damn someone because of their actions. We are forbidden to do this. The other means to hold each other accountable when we see sin because we are our brother's keeper. We are to judge one another in love so that we all can make it to hear God say, well done, good and faithful servant. A Christian who is not willing to be judged or corrected is a Christian who is unteachable and has a hardened heart. I have been friends with some people who have conducted themselves in such a manner where I had to decide if I should end the friendship. I've tried getting through to them multiple times only to get myself entangled in chaos. Even letting go of such people created just as much trouble. No matter what I decided to do, I would find myself entangled in a web I couldn't escape from while some people were waiting to bite my head off. Figure of speech. There was one person in particular whom I've forgiven multiple times, giving him many chances to behave. When I stayed friends with him, my friends would give me grief. If I pulled myself away from him, he would slander me and his friends would give me grief. Can't win. This person calls himself a Christian, and some of his friends would do the same bad things that he does. This is why Christians should hang out with other Christians. When you get a mix of Christians and non-Christians who is into bad behavior, the non-Christians can be a bad influence. The person who claims to be a Christian is cheered for his bad behavior by those who repeatedly commit the same sin themselves. What does the Bible say about interacting with unbelievers? Do not be bound together with unbelievers, says Paul in 2 Corinthians 6:14. For what partnership have righteousness and lawlessness, or what fellowship has light with darkness? Believers can and should relate to unbelievers' situations, but we must never emulate their lifestyles of separation from God. Those true Christian friends should come together and have an intervention. This isn't to judge the person. This is to help him. Sit down with him and tell him what he is doing wrong. Actually show him in the Bible what God says about the sinful acts. Let him know you are on his side, and when the time comes, you want to see him in heaven someday. Let him know he should distance himself from those of bad influences, as those people in his life are part of the problem. Sin is only for a season, but the consequences will be for eternity if he does not repent. God doesn't play games, and he always keeps his promises. If we don't confess our sin and turn away from it, then we pay for those sins forever. I wish everyone a very happy Resurrection Sunday. See you next time at the garden.